This is a man walking into a bar, and it was suggested by someone in my comment section. I asked you guys for things to animate. Let's see how many of your weird ideas I can get through in just 24 hours. The animations get pretty weird later on, but let's start with something a bit more simple. I have been asked to animate SpongeBob vs My Little Pony, so let's give it a go. I decided to make this one in Blender, so first I need to make a model of Spongy Boy. I used a cube and then added all of these spheres to the outside. It looks a bit trypophobic, and honestly creeps me out for no good reason. I then added the Boolean modifier, and now it looks like Swiss cheese. A bit better. I modeled his iconic square pants, and then made a simplified version of his face. He also has an alter ego with red eyes. But I know what you are all asking. What is underneath those square pants? Well, I can finally answer that. For the other character, I just downloaded a model of a pony from CG Trader, then added some colour to the outside. Now I can just put them into my scene and start animating. I know that the comment asked for a fight scene, but I decided to make it a bit more one-sided. I used red spheres from an explosion simulation to create a crude blood effect, and then finally added some nice sound design to really sell the hits. And here it is. That took just over 4 hours to make, so I've got to speed up if I want to get through more of these in the 24-hour time limit. Lil Cookie Guy wants me to add him into South Park, but with Eric Cartman's voice. You know the drill. Import default South Park character model, give it a black top and pants, use a UV sphere to make the hair, and then model a nice shiny crown. These gold textures look so nice and reflect the environment perfectly. Then I went to 11 Labs and used my AI voice for Eric Cartman. I animated him talking at the iconic bus stop location. Just needed to animate his mouth to go with the audio, and here you go.
Hey everyone, I think you should subscribe to the channel. If you don't, then I will steal all of your cookies and you will never be able to eat one again.
Here we have another fight suggestion, but this time between Oppenheimer and Star Wars, of course ending with a massive nuclear explosion. I actually know this guy, so at the end I will be sending it to him and seeing what he thinks. This will be perfect to animate in Lego, because doing complex action takes so long otherwise. Here is a Stormtrooper, and here is Oppenheimer. This is the set. It is very basic, but it still took me half an hour to make. Also, I just want to point out the pink background and how it reflects on the plastic of the figures. It just looks so pretty. I put my camera on a slider so that I can move it around and follow the action, meaning I can make the whole fight take place in one shot. After animating, I made a red laser and composited it into the scene wherever there should be blaster fire. Just had to choose some music and do some sound design for the hits, and I could send it off. This next comment just says Pikmin, and I have no idea what that means, so I am going to search it on Google. I opened up Critter and then plugged in my trackpad so that I could actually draw. I drew some nice green mountains in front of a peaceful sky. Truly the perfect setting for this animal to live. Here is my Pikmin, and here is my other character. He has a gun. Hopefully you can see where this is going. The Pikmin is broken up into different body parts, separated by each layer. This means that I can move him about without having to worry about redrawing him every frame. I used onion skinning to animate the other character, as it allowed me to see my previous and future frames that I had already drawn. Also, just scrolling through the animation with this enabled is so satisfying. It looks like AI interpolated footage which has been played back in slow motion. So cool. And now, finally, I am rid of this disgusting creature. Recently, Mr. Beast has been blowing up a lot of stuff in his videos, but this guy wants me to play an Uno reverse card and make him blow up himself. A truly noble cause. I went back to Critter and made a starry background. Then I made the Earth. I live right there. This is Mr. Beast. I think it is pretty accurate. I had 1 hour left to animate it, and finally I am finished.